What is up, everyone? Welcome back to your daily dose of Heroes of the Storm. My name is Saren Death, and like I've said before, while I do not typically play heroes I do not own, this was requested, and so here it is. Today, we are playing Arthas. Let's get into a game. Alright, today we find ourselves in the Tomb of the Spider Queen. My team, Arthas, Tyrande, Sergeant Hammer, Zagara Illidan. Enemy team, Leorc, Uther, Lili, Abathur, Sergeant Hammer. Okay, so Arthas is one of those heroes who's seen a lot of rising and falling in popularity. Recently, he has been seeing a lot more play in a lot more quick matches, hero leagues, and even in the pro scene, which helps me do this video a little more freely. That being said, I do not play a lot of him personally. I only play him every once in a while when he's on the free rotation, so my skills with him are a little, we'll go with rusty. So, for our first talent here, we have a few choices. Looking at the enemy team, they have one big auto attacker, Sergeant Hammer, so block would be a pretty good choice when fighting against her, but we are going to be taking Regeneration Master, mainly because this is a smaller map and we can rotate between the lanes much easier. Our abilities are, Q is called Death Coil. This is going to... This is an interesting ability that has both an offensive or a defensive capability. You can use this to heal yourself or deal a little bit of damage. I'm going to rotate up. Arthas is a very good rotator. He can get a lot of ganking off. Especially with his W, which is called Howling Blast. Now this ability is going to send out a wave of frost, and at the end of that frost it's going to explode and deal some area damage as well as root the enemy for 1.5 seconds. Okay. Shucks. Alright, our E is called Frozen Tempest. This is going to create an aura of frost around you. That aura of frost will deal damage over time, but it will also eat your mana like crazy. So keep that in mind. You do not want this on all the time, or else you're just not going to have mana ever again. Uh-oh, Hammer went down in the bottom lane. I'm going to rotate down here, hopefully get her gems. Yes, yes. Okay. I just want to stay in range to get some experience here. Our trait is called Frostmourne Hungers. You activate this and your next auto attack. Your next auto attack is going to deal extra damage and regenerate a little bit of mana. Not a lot, but a little bit. It's enough. Okay, we're going to get some self-healing here. Okay, we're going to need to back completely. Okay. At this talent here, we are going to be taking Destruction. We're going to increase the damage of our Frostmourne Hungers by 150%. So it's going to deal a ton of damage. Now, here's the trick to Frostmourne Hungers. Basically, what you want to do is you want to auto attack, hit your Frostmourne Hungers, because then you're going to get another auto attack. Basically what this does is it instantly resets your auto attack, which is really great when you're in the thick of things. You just got to keep, your eye on the auto attacks and know when they're happening, and that can be a little difficult when you're, in the mess of a team fight. Did I prevent? Nope. I tried. Whoa! There we go. Got our auto attack off. So one thing to know about your Tempest is that it will slow enemies in that radius. So if you're trying to chase someone, this is not a terrible idea to hit them with that. So I'm not doing as much rotating as I initially wanted. We're just going to tap again. But That's just the nature of, you know, a game. You never know exactly what's going to happen. You can have a plan, and then that plan can just go kaput. I wanted to show myself to make that Uther really afraid. Okay, maybe that was not true, but I'm going to turn in really quick, then I'm going to go back down to mid and help out the Illidan. Ah, I missed him. So, one thing to note about the Howling Blast, you do need to lead with this thing. It does have a very... It's got an awkward travel time, which you need to get used to. Alright. At this talent tier, we are taking Rune Tap. Every third basic auto attack is going to heal us for 3% of our maximum life. I just need to stay within range to heal. I'm sorry, to get experience, not to heal. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, so you saw like the little Rune Tap ability above our head. That was Rune Tap activating. Alright, enemies did get their Web Weavers. We need to be back in the middle lane. Arthas' wave clear is okay as long as you have that Frozen Tempest rolling. But again, once you're done doing what you need to do, just turn that thing off, because it will eat your mana up like crazy. Alright, so I'm mostly using the Death Coil to heal myself. That's pretty much what I'm using it for right now. Get on down here. Alright, well we can kill Lily then. Or not. Or we cannot chase. Oh no, Arthas is in a bad place. Or not Arthas, Illidan. Today's one of those days where I'm just going to say things that make absolutely no sense at all. And it's because my brain is not functioning right. I don't know why. Not enough sleep, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we're making some questionable plays here, chasing really far into the enemy, and I'm not entirely sure why. Especially as, you know, Illidan and... Oops. Especially as, like, an Illidan and a, I'm just gonna come down here and help her take this out. And an Arthas, considering that, you know, there's a Lily and a hammer over there that can just knock us back into very terrible situations, and gonna heal myself. Or an Illidan where, you know, there's a Lily and she can just blind you so you don't get your attacks off. Alright. Alright, our Web Weavers are coming down. There is a Lily here. There is a Lily here. No? Okay. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, so for our heroic, we did end up taking Army of the Dead. What this does is it summons a bunch of ghouls. Those ghouls are going to come up. They'll do a little bit of damage, but mostly it's because you want to sacrifice them. You want to do the I am the Lich King, die for me. And you want to sacrifice these guys. And the reason you want to do that is because every time you sacrifice one of them, you're going to get a bunch of health. And this is going to give you even more sustain in the lane. And that's pretty much what you're going for. You really want that sustain. So you can regenerate mana using your Frostmourne Hungers. You can regenerate health with the Death Coil. You can regenerate health with you know, your Regen Master going off. You have a lot of options here, and that's what you want. You want options. Options are always good. And as the Lich King, as Arthas, your big appeal is you can be very, very tanky when you need to be, with all of your self-sustain, with all of your self-healing. Just gonna back out, break his link, get frozen, sir. Get frozen. Goodbye, sir. That was a terrible voice. We should come down here. Yep. Alright, we're both on the same page. We're both on the same page. Arthas is pretty dang good at taking these mercenary camps. The reason being is because while you have a lot of like self-healing with Rune Tap, and you have a lot of AoE damage if you want to have your Frozen Tempest out there. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Okay, this talent here, we are going to be taking... So, we have a few options here. We have a few options. So, looking at the enemy team, they do have some stuns, they do have some blinds, and they do have some slows. So, I think we're going to be taking Relentless, so we're going to reduce the duration of those slows. And roots and things like that. Ooh. Very, very nice. Okay, we're just going to pop our first Tempest here. Even when we are stunned, we are still going to hit them with it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm eating up a lot of my mana here. Gonna get some self-healing off. Okay. There's that Rune Tap. Like I said, after the third attack, you get a bunch of healing. We're just gonna back out. Okay. There's that healing. Uh-oh. I gotta back out completely. Sacrifice all my little ghouls. Die for the Lich King. And there we go. We're basically back at full life again. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Okay. Gonna get some mana regen off the structure there. I'm gonna go turn in. I have like 33 gems on me, which might be a good idea to turn in. Might be a good idea to turn these in. So like I was saying, Arthas, the way that he is built is you're doing a lot of just area damage. You're being a complete and utter nuisance as a tank because of all your slows, and if you pop that Frozen Tempest, that's a 30%, it's a stacking slow up to 30%, but it's a lot. It is a lot. Especially when you are in the thick of things for a very long time. Okay, may not have wanted to jump in there like that. That may have been a bad idea. Okay, at this talent here, we are taking Stone Skin. This is going to give us a shield. And shields are always nice. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I went down. I tried to get the Army of the Dead to heal me, but I was too slow. I was too slow. Good job, team. Very good job. Alright, they got the gems that I dropped. So I do want to point this out. Army of the Dead, you don't get the access to killing the ghouls off immediately. It takes a little bit. It takes a little bit. You gotta plan ahead. Sometimes it's better if you know you're gonna get into a massive team fight to have those ghouls ready to go as you're walking into the encounter. Instead of like, oops, I should have been healing here, and then you die. You die, like I just did right there. See? Educational. I'm showing you what not to do. So, Sindragosa is also very good as a heroic, especially on maps where pushing is very important. So, like this one, basically what Sindragosa does is when you use it in a line, so a lane, a pretty long line, you're going to get... you lock down minions and structures, as well as put a massive slow out. So it's pretty massive. I want that Uther to come out here. Come out here, Uther. I just totally used it on him. Wasn't supposed to. Trying to body block. Trying to body block. That's what I'm trying to do here. We got him blocked in. Oh, why did we kill this? Why did we kill it? No! Uh-oh. Oh, no, I'm dead again. Oh, man. I went too deep. Alright, come on. I went too deep. I went too deep into the enemy territory. Again, Arthas, he can be tanky, but you have to have your CDs and stuff ready to go. I was not paying attention to my health pool, and I went down very quickly. And unfortunately, we just lost Illidan as well. For some reason, we're not grouping as a team again. So 2 times, it just showed you what not to do. 2 times. Zagara's off. Looks like she's going to go in the bottom lane. I'm fairly certain the enemy is not doing the boss. We see Leoric there. We just saw Sergeant Hammer in the middle. We need to be careful. We really do not want to get into a team fight right now. Trying to get my slow out. I'm trying to keep better attention to what is going on with me. Drop out of that. Put my stone skin up. Yeah, I don't know why we're fighting right now. I really, really don't. Okay. Nice. Beat it out. There we go. Trying to get the Frozen Tempest on him. There we go. Okay, much better. So again, I'm not entirely sure why we were fighting right there. We should have been. Just take this thing out really quick. It can be an annoyance, and it can do a lot of damage if. Come on, we gotta kill it. Come on. No! Come on, guys, kill the structure. Kill it! What are you doing, Illidan? Kill the thing! They have a mule! There we go. Whew. So, the point behind the mule is, basically you can heal a ton of the structure's damage, and you regenerate a lot of ammo for it. So, if we didn't kill it and we just backed out, everything we just did there was for nothing. Alright, at this time here we are taking Hardened Shield. So should I have stayed in there and died? Heck no. I should have backed out long ago. But I was in it to win it. I saw red. Literally saw red, and I had to destroy the structure. Again, bad call. Bad call. All 3 of my deaths have been terrible, terrible situations and calls. Very terrible. We now have our Web Weavers moving in. We probably shouldn't be fighting right now. We do know that their Sergeant Hammer is out, but our team is not all there. There we go. Our team is now showing up. That's what we want. The team to show up. I'm coming, guys. I'm coming. As fast as my little horsey legs would take me. Not going to miss out on the action. Good job. So the Uther is down here. We are going to ignore him, it looks like. That's not a terrible call. Alright. Another keep is down. All their keeps are down. We just need to get a few kills, and we can probably move in for the win. Alright, we're just going to pop Army of the Dead. Pop that Frozen Tempest. Start sacrificing these guys. Put our shield up. Put our shield up. Heal ourselves. And that is GG. That is GG. So I had 3 deaths that could have been completely 100% avoided just by having a bit more experience with the character. The last death, it was basically just me being stubborn and wanting to kill the structure as opposed to playing smart and backing out sooner. Like I said before, popping that Army of the Dead before you need to use it is usually the best option, because when you need to use it, you don't have a ton of time. You need to use it immediately, but there is that short delay before you can start sacrificing the ghouls, as the ghouls are starting to pop up and be like, please, Sacrifice me, go great to one for the mana, or for the life. So anyway, here are the stats. Arthas is a fantastic ganking hero. He can throw out that howling blast and lock people down, and he can do it from like a bush or something like that. So just remember, you need to lead with it. So if this person's running away or they noticed you, just lead with it, lock them down, come up in there, use you auto attack, hit your D, auto attack again. That extra auto attack is going to do a ton of damage, just an immense amount of damage. And then you can just have that Frozen Tempest going. You slow them down, and if your team is there to help you, that is a dead enemy. I had 3 deaths this game that could have completely been avoided, like I said, mostly just due to inexperience playing the hero, but also due to some bad judgment. It happens. Really quick, let's take a look at the talents. At 1, you have your choice between Regeneration Master, which collecting the globes gives you 1.5 health per second each time you get a globe. That's permanent health regen. Or you can go with Block. Now, if they have like a Rainer or a Zeratul on their team or something along those lines that really relies on a lot of auto attack damage, definitely pick up Block. It's well worth it. They had a Sergeant Hammer on their team, and that's pretty much all they had as far as auto attacks go. So I felt like because the map was smaller, I was going to get a lot more out of Regeneration Master, which may have been a good call or a bad call, At 4, you take Destruction. Damage boost to Frostmourne Hunger is increased to 150% of damage. At 7, Rune Tap. Every 3rd basic attack heals you. At 10, Army of the Dead or Sindragosa based on what you need for that map. I took Army of the Dead just because I was the only tank. If on this map there was another tank there, or we had a dedicated healer like a Malfurion or a Rhaegar or an Uther, I would have probably taken Sindragosa just because that would lock down structures and minions on the map and allow our web weavers to push in that much more. And it puts like a 60% slow on the target too, if it hits. So you can use it like on Cursed Hollow if you really wanted to, and like lock down an area as you're trying to move through it and trying to escape or something like that, and you can really kill the enemy team. But personally, on those kinds of maps, I like to play Army of the Dead. On pushing maps where there's a lot of pushing mechanics, Sindragosa is your way to go. At 13, I took Relentless. You could take a few other talents in this talent here. I personally like Relentless just because silences, stuns, slows, and roots are kind of the death of heroes like this, so just definitely helps. 16, Stone Skin. Again, more tanky. Get in there, soak up a lot of damage, and this is a shield for 30% of your health. Arthas has a lot of health, and it's just a massive shield. And at 20, Hardened Shield, reduce the damage you take by 75% for 4 seconds. This, again, you're going in that tanky build. So most of your damage is going to be coming from your Frostmourne Hungers and your Frozen Tempest in a larger area, just because people who stand in it are slowed. It's hard for them to get out of it because you can just keep up with them, and they just take lots and lots of damage while you're sitting there, smacking them in the face with Frostmourne. But I like Arthas. I do not own him, but every time I've played him, it's been very fun. And seeing him grow in popularity once again is definitely nice. I'm seeing him a lot more often, and I think that he fits really well if you're playing with a bunch of friends and you have a roaming gank comp. Arthas fits very well into that. So if Tyrande and I were on a team, we could have roamed each of the 3 lanes and rooted and then stunned and then hunters marked the enemy team, and that would be a dead hero in that lane. Doesn't matter who it was, they'd just be gone. We would delete them from the game. That's just how much damage it would do with our lane partner. Especially if we look at it, it's Illidan, Zakara, Sergeant Hammer in those lanes. It would have been fantastic. But unfortunately, we weren't on comms or anything like that, so we didn't have the coordination. Every once in a while, you'd see us maybe pull off almost kind of a combo, but that's quick match for you. Anyway, that is going to be it for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed this look at Arthas, the Lich King. Until next time, I will catch you all later.